Okay, we've got a no heat call here. We've been to this house a couple of times and put capacitors on the ACs and stuff like that. I have not seen the attic furnace, but he tells me he's got a furnace in the attic and it is not heating for whatever reason. So let's go up there and take a look. Okay, what do we got? Oh, Lord. Got a little burn mark going on here. Okay. So I'm gonna guess that if this thing would burn, it is probably a mess. The burner is probably really caked up. You rarely see these type that don't need to be pulled out and cleaned almost every year. I mean, they were bad back when I was young. We would put these in and we'd have to clean them just about every time we saw them. And I think I hear a pilot. Let's see. Yep. She's burning. Got voltage. 27 volts. That might not be helping any. That one's definitely rubbing right there. there. So that's common, I do believe. Because it's going right there to that bottom. So, sometimes they say if you ain't living dangerously, then you ain't living. Okay, so that's common, and that means this one is the hot. Right there. So let's just see what happens. We go straight to the valve. Nothing. So I wonder if the common is the problem. I don't think I have but one jumper with me. And I don't know if the thermostat is calling or not. Doesn't appear to be. See if I got another one. I don't think so. Well, I can use that. What you call it? Short Pro tool. Makes a good jumper too. So we can at least see if the valve is any good. Yep. So our valve's okay. Looks like we're just not getting, let's go ahead and watch it burn for a minute. This thing doesn't have a big fat reach on the clip. Well, it actually lit a lot less violently than I was expecting. Let's see if it heats up and see if the fan comes on. Tell you what, they need a new one. And you guys that accuse me of just trying to sell new units everywhere I go, if you say that about this one, you need your head examined. Climate control. One of the older companies around here. I don't know if we can find a date on this thing or not. That ain't gonna be from there. She's moving. Just grabbed it and it fell apart. Alright, it's running. So I just took a piece of wire off this one that float switch. It was way too long anyway. So I just shortened it. Took me a piece, stuck it under the screw and wire nutted it to what was left of that one. And the heat had just burnt that one up. A lot of heat coming out of here. Of course, that's how they were, but definitely going to tell them this thing needs to go. I'll walk around in the living space down there with my little testo and see what I get out of that. But age and visual appearance is enough for me. This thing needs to go. I bet you anything that heat exchanger is not as solid as it should be, but I'm not going to tear this thing apart just to prove that. So let's go talk to them and see what they think. 0 parts per million outside. Let's take it in the house. Let's see what we get. She's climbing immediately. And around here, the local gas company says that it's unsafe at 9 parts per million. I prefer to see 0. We're up at 6 now. And like I say, I've held it to many a furnace and doesn't budge off of 0. So definitely some leakage in the heat exchanger. Now it may just be drawing it around it. It may just be, you know, those open burners, the way those things were. It could very well just be drawing it outside of the burner compartment and blowing it through the house. But I mean, because it really smells up there next to the furnace. But y'all can say what you want, but I'm not leaving it on. They can go up there and cut it back on if they want to. But I will absolutely video myself turning it off. I'm gonna let the heat exchanger cool down a little bit. And kill the power as well. I'll communicate that with the customer. If they want to light it back and turn it on, that's up to them. But we did repair the burnt wire. Should be good. All right. Let's go see if I got a tag. I should.